I read an interview with some director who said you really don't know how to direct a movie until you've directed at least 4 or 5 movies. You agree with that?
Do you feel that way?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can with each one you learn enough that you can get through the next thing and you can make it better and you learn stuff. But I don't know if you've probably even after 5 movies, if you feel like, oh, I got this.
Right.
It's like with anything. The more you learn, the more, it sounds so cliche, but the more you learn, the more you feel like, oh, God, the more there is to do. But
yeah, I've got to jump into something and delve into it completely. I can't just be into one thing and then another thing and then another thing. You got to really sort of immerse yourself in it, right? What, you started directing stuff when you were doing rock videos, right?
Well, that's why I started with videos. And now what I've been doing in between movies is doing some TV and some TV commercials.
Yeah, what was that commercial you did for like Woolite or something?
I did a Woolite commercial, and I've done some other ones since then.
Now that seems odd.
No, you know what? I've always heard...
Rob Zombie for Woolite.
I've always heard that commercial directing is probably the best training for movie directing. That these are the
telling
guys.
A story.
These are guys who actually are on the cutting edge of the technology. Because commercials, they put up a lot of money for them, and you can experiment, right?
Well, what's good about what I like about commercials is it feels like, it'd be like if you did a tour and you played one show a year, and after that show you'd be like, that was a terrible show. You need to do in a lot of shows. You kind of get in the groove, and at least the commercials, you feel like you keep your sort of directing chops up because you're there and you're working. Because sometimes if you haven't done a movie for 2 years, you walk on set and you feel like this is awkward.
Where is this Woolite commercial? Well, I mean, did you do some sort of weird commercial, or was it like
pretty
a straight...
weird. It was the thing with the commercials, they're not my ideas. They come to you. The ad agency has agonized over it for sometimes a year.
Wow.
And they bring you the boards. What I liked about it, they wanted to do something, of course, that was like scary.
Right.
It's a pretty weird Woolite commercial. It looks like a guy's dragging a dead body through a field.
For Woolite?
For Woolite.
Wow. How weird. Was this an internet commercial? They didn't air it.
No, it's still on TV. It was so successful that they're still running it. They've been running it for 2 years. I've seen it so much on television.
Do you get paid every time they run it? Is it one of those? No, you don't. You get paid one shot deal.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
So a person is dragging somebody?
Dragging like what looks like a body bag through a field. In like this creepy field, and there's a spooky house and stuff. It looks like a serial killer. And then he starts pulling out laundry and torturing the laundry on these torture devices. And it's like, don't torture your clothes, use Woolite. But at the end of the commercial, there's all the nice stuff, like the pretty people wearing their nice clothes.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that was fun to film because it was so easy.